Sam, I know you went through this leading up to the trade deadline a year ago. What is it like for a player, even when you've been through the experience before, knowing that your name is out there?
Yeah, it's on your mind certainly. Especially you have a family, just kind of wondering what's going to happen. But I think you learn to handle it as years go by. Obviously, when I was younger, I never really expected to be traded at certain deadlines. But you have friends that get traded, and it's part of the business, and it's never fun. But it's certainly the position we're in. It's something you think about as trade deadline approaches, but you do your best to just go out and play and control what you can, and let everything, kind of all the chips fall where they may.
Do you talk about it with all the guys in the locker room whose names out there? I mean, like Bobby or Mark or such.
Yeah, for sure. I think our main focus is trying to help the Detroit Red Wings win hockey games, and that's what we're focused on, coming to the rink and trying to improve every day. But I think with the way the schedule is this year, and not being able to do much on the road, you're kind of around each other a lot, just kind of with a lot of downtime. So you certainly talk about it, but you just try and focus on what you can control.
And just, I mean, it is, the trade-off, potentially you go to a team where maybe you can get a shot at the cup. I know you from the way you've talked, you like it in Detroit, and you want to be around for the guys in the locker room. But on the flip side, it's a business. And if you end up on a team that's going to play after May 8th or whatever, that's not
yeah. I mean, I think you, as a player, you just control what you can. I mean, whatever happens, you got to try and make the best of it. I like you said, I mean, I've really enjoyed my time here. I really like the fit. I like the opportunity I've gotten in a lot of different situations to kind of evolve my game. Playing the penalty kill, play in defensive situations. It's something I really enjoy that responsibility. So, I like being a Red Wing, and I obviously would like to stay, but at the same time, like you said, I mean, if you do get traded, it's an opportunity to play in the playoffs, which is something that every player wants an opportunity to do. So, I'm going about my business, trying to get better every day like everyone else is, and just kind of see what happens, I guess.
Lastly, just have you had conversations? Steve said anything to you about it, or just that?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone kind of knows the situation we're in. So nothing really needs to be said about kind of, what's going to happen. And, I mean, we're less than a week out, and, once the deadline passes, then one way or another. So you just go about your business and go from there.
You don't duck when you see him.
What's that?
You don't duck when you see him.
No. I mean, no, I don't.
Thank you.
Next question from Ansar Khan, M Live.
Yes, Sam. Regardless of what happens by Monday, have you thought much about next season and your future? You've mentioned several times that you like it here, and if the opportunity presents itself, even though this is still, really in the middle stages of rebuild here, generally, I know somebody of your experience might prefer to go on a playoff contending team. But would you consider coming here if there was interest in the summer?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I think you're always, as a player, looking to improve in a bunch of different areas. And, I've worked really hard to, add layers to my game. And, I've wanted the responsibility of, being a penalty killer, being out there in defensive situations. And I've gotten an opportunity to do that here and kind of grow into that role. And, I think, as a player, that's all you want. My family has really enjoyed it here. So for sure, I'd be interested in being around next year. I think, the team isn't as far off as people might think. I think, we've done we've had a lot of growth this year, and, I feel like, I can help a young group. I can, I've been through that process before, and learned a lot about myself, as the years have gone on, about what works and what doesn't. And, I feel like I can help. And, the big thing is, I feel like I'm still a good player in this league. And, I want the opportunity to continue to play as long as I can. And, I've really enjoyed it here, and, everything that's gone on. Obviously, you want to be a playoff team, and you want to, help the team win. But like I said, I think we're closer than people think. And for sure, I'd like to be around for it.
Thanks, Sam.
Next up, Ted Colfin, Detroit News.
Kind of stole my thunder a little bit there, Sam. In what ways or areas did this team get better, you think, this year? Where have you seen the improvement or whatnot?
Well, I think defensively, we've done a good job. I mean, I think where we want to continue to grow is spending a little more time in the offensive zone, and creating some more high danger chances, and some sustained pressure. But, I think defensively, there's been a lot of growth. I think you see, a lot of the young guys have really stepped up in that area. And, because of that, I think we give up a lot less. And I think if you're going to be a winning team, that's really important. Obviously, the offensive side is important too, and we got to continue to grow there. But, that sometimes takes time, and, it's something that we're continually working on, and hopefully continue to see improvement.
Hey, Sam, when a guy does join another team, like midway in the season like this, how difficult is it just to assimilate yourself onto the roster? I mean, you made friends with your old team, and now it's kind of like a kid moving into a new classroom or something like that. Is it pretty difficult in that respect too, just getting
comfortable with
that new team
sure.
with only a few weeks left in the season?
For sure. I mean, I'm getting a little too good at it, I think. With, well, not only the way my career has gone, but when I was a kid too, my dad moving around playing, so a bunch of different schools, and so yeah, I mean, it is a challenge, but I think the one thing here is it's a great group of guys. I think it's a pretty easy locker room to assimilate to. I think we enjoy being around each other, and I think that always helps. But certainly, I feel a lot more comfortable this year than I did coming here at the deadline last year. Just by nature of getting to know everybody, and being around the staff. The staff's great, so that's all been helpful. But yeah, certainly it's a challenge moving around to different teams, and kind of trying to be part of the group right away, and then fit in as a player and as a person. So I think the team here does a good job of trying to make that transition comfortable, and that part of it's been great.
Have you started playing commissioner yet in the junior league, or what? I mean, getting any parents' phone calls or what?
No, not yet. It's kind of a slow transition, and then playing. Having being in the middle of the season, kind of that's something we'll focus on in the summer. And I think a lot of minor hockey in Ontario is kind of shut down right now. With all. I was going to
ask you, has COVID kind of stopped it, or has COVID kind of suspended things right now over there?
Yeah. There won't be a season this year for those kids, unfortunately. I know it's really obviously difficult for the kids and their families to not have a season, but I think you gotta be safe, I guess.
Super. Thanks for this, Sam.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back shortly with Coach Blashill.